Hello and welcome to Ready Player Dumb. We are playing Season and we are currently in the midst of talking with the Elder. Sarah, who is this?
She's the elder, like she's the wise lady of our, town. She's like the leader. She's apparently a century years old.
Is that what old people look like?
Yeah. So we're learning about her past life. She used to live on a cruise ship because they used to actually be floating cities that had their own independence. Tell me about your mom. Where did your family come from? Tell me more about your dad.
I'm going to find out where.
My grandparents played with the past. They changed it like we change our wardrobe. So it was a different answer every time, but they often said we were exiles of some kind. Exiled royalty from a secret lineage. Blood that glows in the dark. Or we're exiled from the mouth of some great leviathan. When they were older, they just said, we're from here. We're from right now.
Just answer the goddamn question!
What's it like growing up there?
I loved the way the ship would tilt and roll with the waves.
Do you like that? On cruise ships?
If it's gentle, I don't like it when it's rough.
Oh, rough is fun. Don't let Sarah fool you. She likes... Never mind. I love you.
I love you too.
Especially as I fell asleep. It was so comforting. Picture me as a kid in bed, feeling the swaying of the ship. It was like being rocked to sleep as a baby. I loved exploring the ship too, wandering through the suites, the swimming pool, the game rooms, and there were 2 dance halls, a large, elegant one and another one in the basement.
Speaking of Titanic.
Yeah.
You want to go to a real party?
A lot of my firsts were down there. My first dance, my first kiss.
What else, Sarah? What else do you think happened down there as a first?
Well, maybe she'll
Her
divulge.
first drink. Her first.
And so forth.
So forth.
When did you leave the ship?
Our ship was taken over in the early days of the war. That was the end of the watery republics. I heard the dance hall in the basement became a weapons cache. Took me half my life to say goodbye to the world I knew in my youth. Imagine me and my parents and everyone I knew being escorted off the ship by a company of soldiers. And I'm thinking, I hope they don't make a mess of my room. I was embarrassed by the younger kids who were crying their eyes out. But they knew, I guess.
What did you think was happening? What was that the end of the season? Of a season?
Yes, the start of the war was a turning of seasons. And we had been warned this season was going to end. Oh, but we didn't understand the warning. You see, one night, along a coastline, we saw beautiful lights shimmering above the water. Later, we found out this was an ancient warning system. It hadn't been used in so long. We didn't know what it meant. We just thought, well, ain't that pretty? We tried to stick together and camped out on the coast of the Prismatic Grounds.
What's the Prismatic Grounds? What did your parents think? How did you feel?
I thought it was all temporary. I couldn't see how things would return to normal, but I was sure they would. Aside from that delusion, I was okay. Are you sure you want me to keep going? The story gets darker from here on.
Let's keep going, or let's stop here.
Okay, so conditions in the camp were getting worse. My mom got lost in thought for long periods of time. She'd be completely still for hours, days even. We realized she caught, well, now we call it time misperception disorder. It's when you lose your ability to tell how much time is passing. A minute can feel like an hour. A day can pass in 10 seconds.
How did it make her feel? How did she catch it?
We don't know exactly. Our consciousness is delicate. There are minerals and sounds that can adjust it. Dr. Fumio's greatest fear was that someone would use this as a weapon. We heard about a traveling doctor who could cure these kinds of diseases. I decided to go find him. I found out his name was Dr. Fumio, and he traveled with his son Lucio. People
Rhymes.
talked about him like he was a god.
What happened when you found them? What was going on with the war?
The prismatic grounds had roped almost everyone into their system until they reached the far wastes and heard no for the first time. Nobody reacted well. It got to the point of, neighborhood against neighborhood. Grievances had been buried so deeply we forgot they were there. It felt like things changed overnight. I'd pass through a city and hear later that they'd torn each other apart. I could not imagine it.
What happened when you found them?
I described my mom's condition to Dr. Fumio. He said there was no cure yet, but there was a village high in the mountains. He thought it was high enough he'd have a better chance at treatment. Lower places are more dangerous. Valleys are the worst. He invited me to join them in going to the village. But I wanted to go back and get my parents and bring them with me.
A village high in the mountains. What happened next?
I packed my things and got ready to leave the next morning. That night, my mom came to me in a dream. She was standing in a field of flowers. I'd grown since I last saw her. We were the same height. She pressed a finger hard into my palm. She taught me well. I knew the meaning of the gesture. I knew no matter what I did, I'd never see my parents again. In the morning, I told Dr. Fumio I would follow him to Karo village. The next few weeks were very physically tiring, hiking, climbing. And when we found the village, building, planting, cleaning, Fumio brought sick people from all over the world, and they got better. The treatments worked. Everyone was healing. So why couldn't I? One day, we got word the war was over. We never found out how it ended. It was like peace just swept over the earth in a split second. There was a party in the plaza to celebrate the end of the war, but I couldn't bring myself to go. Yes, it was over, but it had taken my home, my family. That night, as I was falling asleep, I felt the bed tilt and sway gently, as if it was being tossed on the waves of the ocean.
If you ever go on a cruise, by the way,
Yeah.
you do rock a bit.
Yeah.
And I know my dad definitely experiences this, and I have too. Where, like, you spend a week on this ship,
Yeah.
and then like your first day home, yeah, you're
and
like,
your ear will still be.
whoa.
Yeah.
As if I was back in my bedroom on the ship. As if I was back in my mother's arms, being rocked gently to sleep. I knew I was finally home. And nothing could hurt me.
Nothing. Moon. The Cheshire Cat. Loading. Well, what do you think of the Elder's story?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Would you like to live on a cruise ship as an independent city?
I don't know. It feels like it'd be a bit isolated
Yeah.
from everything else.
Yeah. Well, you'd have like
I imagine coming upon a place as hidden and singular
a
as my
close
own
community,
village.
I guess.
Eventually, I found myself circling a valley, looking for a way in.
That could be a bad thing. Yeah, I feel like because if you wanted to travel,
Yeah.
you can't really.
Well, you are traveling.
That's true. I guess it depends on, because you don't really have a choice where it's going.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's not gonna let you.
Boo.
You're coming up on Tieng Valley. Damn.
Language.
But that's what it is.
This is a truly enormous, impassive structure.
But yeah, I don't know. I know that some people love the idea of community, with where they live. Say if you're on a cul-de-sac and everyone on your street gets along and everyone's like, yay, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But I've lived the cul-de-sac life, and it's a hard life.
Yeah.
I don't know why I pulled that out. But
Tieng Valley Dam, a gift from the Prismatic Grounds, the Electric Peace Project, year of 515.
We never used this kind of technology in my village. Nobody trusted it.
But yeah, like it sounds like a nice thing to have, but you can have cases where it just turns into drama. Like I experienced more high school drama on a cul-de-sac than I did in high school. You know, people getting petty with each other, and
Yeah.
it's just like, seriously?
Yeah.
So. What do we have here?
Must be a car, but it looks weird. I haven't seen one like this in my books.
One wheel in front, two wheels in back.
Can we drive it? Oh,
A person.
a person. Hi.
Oh,
Gather round the Greyhound.
the valley. 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look around a little bit more while you wait for him.
What will happen when we do as instructed and gather around this fake person?
No.
Is that a strotophob? Yeah, what are they called? What is it?
My recorder? It's a TR-13.
I love old gear like that. It's getting more and more rare. I had a camera, but it broke. Not that interesting of a story. I guess. What are you doing here?
I'm here to meet people. I'm here to observe and record the world. I'm here to experience the moment.
Let's be really vague.
It is some moment we got going here. But I don't want to talk your ear off. What kind of stuff are you recording?
Hopefully people and their culture, animals and landscapes, whatever catches my interest.
That's the way to do it, if you ask me.
Thank you.
If anyone asked me, I mean, the valley would be a good place to use those tools. Too bad it's closed down. Let me finish up here, huh?
I'll take you to dinner. What? I'm waiting for you. Send me into the valet. Can I drive this?
No,
It's a big doop doop go doop doop go doop doop and jump jump jump.
it's like bulletin board off to the left. The gateway to Tieng. Here stands the gateway to Tieng Valley, home of the three mindful gods. As you enter, try to imagine the millions of pilgrims who passed under this gate before. They were born, they lived, and they died.
Ah, classic.
I'm not the first to do this. Just the first in a long time.
Hey,
What's up?
this was like a second home for a while. That was fun earlier when you showed up. And I was carrying the cardboard man. You were like, who are these guys? I've been pretty bored here. You know, the valley's gonna be flooded soon. That's why nobody can go in there. The dam is falling apart.
When is it coming down? What's wrong with the dam?
It's too old. There's nobody left who knows how to repair it. We're taking it down so we'll know when it'll collapse. It gives us time to evacuate everyone.
Who's we?
Greyhounds. We're a community organization. We do all kinds of fun stuff. Health clinics, minesweeping, daycare, evacuations, weddings. We're new.
What is Greyhound supposed to mean? Quite an eclectic list of services.
We'll do anything to make the future better than the present. No big deal. We're trying to get new things going. But it's hard. The past really has a tight grip on people. Doesn't feel like a fair fight. So we're trying to, well, anyway. It's funny. I stood guard here for a week, and I've only seen greyhounds like myself, and valley people on their way out. But now I see you, and you're like a new element or something. I've never met anyone doing what you're doing. And we greyhounds gotta support new things. So, I'm not supposed to let anyone in. How can I? Jeez. I think you should go down into the valley and take a look. Gotta try something here. Dang it.
What? What happened?
I was trying to wink. Well, you get the idea.
I love it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Go on and put that old gear to use. You can take my map of the valley too. I don't need it anymore. I'll be down to pick everyone up around midnight. See you then.
Bye-bye,
Bye, dude.
bus man.
See you at midnight.
You're gonna let me ride my bike.
I met a greyhound. He let me into the valley. I think he wanted me to record what the greyhounds were up to. And he gave me a map. The assembly point seemed like a good place to start.
Open at sunset.
I wonder what he expects me to discover in the valley.
Well, there's one more thing to look at on the bulletin board, and then we can go in.
This looks ancient. It must have been hard to carve a pattern like that into a rock.
There's two things.
Please respect the residents of Tieng Valley. They are not actors or tourist guides or animals, but hard-working folk. Please collect all trash or debris from concessionary stands before leaving. This garbage is not only clutters the pristine valley, but it's offensive to the local people who do not eat mass-processed food or drink.
How offensive.
I'll think about what kind of visitor I want to be.
Entrance to Tieng Valley Shrine.
It seems like I'll have to wait for night to enter the shrine.
Okay. Before we move forward, would you like to scrapbook?
Sure.
Scrap your crap.
Okey-dokey.
Do you want more?
No, I'm good.
Anyone? Tell me about your vision when you're putting your scrapbook together.
I don't know. I'm just trying to see what I have.
What's happening?
It's playing the music that you
No.
recorded.
Outside of the scrapbook.
Nothing.
Oh, was that just the audio?
Yes. I just told you what was happening. It's playing the audio of what you recorded.
Why is it so noisy?
Because it's a sensitive microphone. Mhm.
I feel like there's a big debate around Skittles,
Yeah.
and that is, what is the superior flavor of the green? Is it lime or green apple? Like, what is the better flavor? Do you have an opinion? Do you have an
Time
opinion?
seems
Let
to
us know in the
pass
comments.
differently around here. I feel so heavy and so light at the same time. I'm not really alone. I'm with myself. I'm with the earth.
I say green apple,
Yeah.
which is not the traditional flavor. Skittles are killing me. I caught rain on camera.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's us.
That's us.
Mm-hmm. Getting rained on.
Rain gone blue, it is falling on us. Yeah, 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 rainbow blue. We had a lot of rain today.
Yeah.
But we also had a lot of sunshine for the amount of rain we were getting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, there's a gnarly rainbow somewhere, but I never saw it.
Yeah.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. If you don't, we don't care. We'll pull down your underwear.
Yeah.
I think that's how it goes. Rain drops are falling on my head. Did you like that guy that we just met?
Mm-hmm.
He tried to wink at us.
Yeah. Didn't really work.
No, he did not do good.
Some people don't know how to wink.
Can you wink? I already know you can because you wink at me.
Mm-hmm.
Can you whistle?
The elder warned me about valleys. She said they were dangerous. I feel a dulcet tension in the air.
Ooh.
I enter to see the moment between seasons.
It's not valleys that you need to be worried about. It's valley girls.
Mm.
I'm a valley girl. Like whatever. I'm a valley girl. My friends think I'm hot. I think I'm cool. Like whatever. So pretty.
Thanks.
We drew that.
Yeah.
Do you draw landscapes? Have you ever drawn landscapes?
Very rarely. I only ever really did for school.
What is it about landscapes that don't have you constantly coming back?
It's not my favorite thing to draw.
Why?
'Cause.
Is it just too much?
Well, you want to ride into the
Do you
valley?
prefer a more specific subject?
I like drawing characters.
You like drawing characters.
Yeah.
You're like, let me draw Fix It Felix.
Well, we're going into Tieng Valley.
We were told it is dangerous, but we're going in anyway.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's dangerous, Sarah? Even though
Well-
you played this game and know the answer. But why did you think this valley was dangerous? Did you have any, like...
Well, I mean, the dam's gonna break.
I guess that is an issue.
It is in imminent danger of being flooded. Therefore, people have to evacuate. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very pretty. Whoop, you're in a bush.
That was good.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Yeah. Ding 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 ding.
Ding ding. I can't do it because I'm not on the bike. Ding 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 ding.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-dun-dun-dun.
It's a weird movie.
Dun, 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 ding, 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 ding. Well, let's see what's all here. All below. All above will remain. All below will wash away.
I mean, yeah. It's interesting that they have a monument
All
for
above will
Yeah.
remain. All below will wash away.
Behold the ceremony of the random dead. A person is selected arbitrarily from the graveyard among Earth's memories of this person for all to enjoy.
it. What?
Every first Saturday of the month, sunrise at the Tieng Valley Cemetery.
What?
Yeah.
I have wondered about the lives beneath unkept graves.
So they just display a memory of some dead person.
Interesting.
Welcome to Tieng Valley. Remember, you made it here, but we were made here. We made here. Sorry.
I am probably the last person that will ever be welcomed here by this sign.
Map.
I don't need no stinking map.
Do you want to read the sign that's below the monument?
Yeah.
The well-trodden path, this very path you stand on, has been in the same since at least 350. Imagine millions of pilgrims walking this humble path to visit the famous Tieng Valley Shrine.
The elder told me there's very little information about the years before 500.
Yeah.
And serene pond area.
It looks like a graveyard.
There was a sign there.
I know.
You should probably read it.
I know.
You can just leave your bike.
Oh.
Circle.
Oh.
Memory flower. Excuse me, what is a memory flower? Memory flowers are unique to Tieng Valley. Their long history is intertwined with the religious practices of the valley. Stop and listen. You might be surprised by what the flowers have to say. Beautiful but dangerous. Remember this helpful mnemonic. Memory flowers, few. Memory flowers, many. Danger of plenty. So the more memory
I
flowers
wonder
there
what
are,
the
the more
flowers have to
danger.
say.
Well. Now we know what the flowers have to say. Now we know what the flowers have to say. Why does it look like I'm looking through the bottom of a bottle?
There's flowers there.
Oh shit, are they fucking with me?
They just resonate in energy.
Wow. There is noise.
Yeah.
God of sleep. I've been gathering harpic, and I've been gathering courage. If my big prayer is wrong, if it goes against divine will, please spare the people of this valley. We're so desperate for peace.
A memory told over and over again.
Deep listen.
Alright, well, when we come back on Ready Player Dumb, we will continue
Through the valley.
through the valley. After I take this picture. What?
Nothing, it's just funny seeing how your brain processes taking a photo. Where I'm like, zoomed out was fine.
It's all about the shot.
Yeah.
It's all about not having extra stuff
Yeah.
in it. You want the focus.